Are you still in there? I'm gonna come in, okay? Hi. Are you in a headspace where I can talk to you for a little while? No, that's okay. That's why I said we should separate for a little while. We weren't getting anywhere before. Look, I'm really sorry. I know we were getting a little heated while we were arguing, but I shouldn't have gotten mad and blown up like that. That didn't help any. Can I talk to you about it, or do you need some more time? Okay, thanks. I'm trying to figure out the best way to apologize and make this right, but it's harder than I thought it would be. I can't really find the words. I'm really sorry. Sometimes the anger comes out when I don't mean for it to, even when I'm trying to hold it back, and I'm just really upset that I hurt your feelings. I never wanted to do that. I know, but I could tell you were upset from me raising my voice like that. I just want you to know that I didn't mean it to be that way. I immediately felt awful. It doesn't happen very often, but I can get really angry sometimes if I'm upset or frustrated. Usually, if it's just a constant barrage that wears me down, and everything that happened today kind of led up to me exploding. I know we've been together for a while now, and I'm usually pretty stoic and calm, but I've had anger issues since I was a kid, and I've gone to therapy for it for a while to learn how to deal with it. But sometimes I can't keep it under control. No, it was still wrong of me. I just want you to understand that I didn't mean to direct it at you, even a little bit. I love you so much. I don't ever want to see you upset because of something I did. If you still aren't ready to talk, that's okay. I just couldn't stand the idea of you sitting up here by yourself thinking I didn't like you or thinking I was mad with you or something. But I can give you some space for a while if that's what you need. Thank you. I would have come up here sooner if I wasn't still running so hot after all that. I know I said I'd give you some space, but the more I thought about it, the more anxious I got. I didn't want you to be isolated wondering what was wrong with me. I owe you more than that. But I'm fine now, don't worry. I'm only worried about you. Are you sure you're okay? Okay. I love you. Ugh, no, I just had an annoying day. It just kept building up, and every little thing started to piss me off. Honestly, I don't want to relive it by talking about it more. I'd rather just put it away and be done with it, not let it affect us any more than it already has. I usually do a pretty good job of letting things slide off my back so it doesn't come home with me and affect how I interact with you, which is probably why you never even knew I had anger issues. Well, until now. It's not even really that important. There was no reason for me to get upset. You were just minding your own business and talking to me like you usually do about responsibilities we share, but I just, along with everything else, it's set me off. But I shouldn't have yelled at you. Not even sure why I got so worked up all of a sudden. It wasn't fair to you, none of it was. Even if we're dating, I know it can still be scary when a big, tall man like me starts yelling and slamming doors and stuff like that. Even if I wouldn't ever dare to lay a finger on you. But how are you to know, right? No, you really didn't do anything wrong. When you got defensive after I started yelling, that was totally justified. I just, hate that I made you feel bad. I hate that I hurt you. You mean everything to me. Do you want to talk about it a little? No excuses or anything, but I'm sure that must have been a little shocking for you. I just want to fix everything and get us back on track. Oh, are you sure? I didn't want to push you. Okay. Well, can we sit down on the bed? I know I messed up. The way I handled things was, unlike me. I shouldn't have yelled and scared you like that. I hate that I made you feel like I was angry at you instead of just frustrated. I should have been more careful with you. No, it wasn't even anything you did. You know how I am. I don't really get angry like that. I never get mad at you. It was just a combination of a bunch of things happening, and it eventually gets to be too much for me to ignore, and I start to get frustrated. Mm, yeah, it always comes back to that. We've been doing really well and working really hard, and anytime we catch a break, something always happens that ruins it for us, sets us back again. It's just been getting to me lately. You aren't the problem. Please don't think that. Trust me, I see just how hard you've been working, and that's part of the reason why we're still okay when things like this happen, and we can still stay above water. Yeah. No, you're right. I know we agreed that this relationship was going to be both of us working together as equals, but I still feel that urge to be the one taking care of everything, and oh, I don't want to make you feel like things aren't going well. I know that's not fair to you, but that's just how I am. I want to take care of you and tell you things are fine and that I've taken care of everything because that's what you deserve to have. Yeah, I know you want me to tell you when I need help and when I'm struggling mentally, and I appreciate that a lot. I guess it's just hard for me to fight against my gut reaction to hide it and push it down and ignore it. I know you can feel overwhelmed sometimes. I would hate it if I was the reason you got stressed out. When you're happy and in a good mood, it makes me happy too, and that helps me stay afloat. I don't know if I can hang on when things are difficult if I don't have you being your usual cheerful self to lift me up. You're right. I guess that strategy doesn't really work if I blow up and ruin your mood anyways. I'm sorry. I don't want to be the type of person that bottles it up until I can't take it anymore. I thought I was strong enough that I could just keep ignoring it, but if it's going to be a grind like this for a while, it's going to grind down on me too. Thank you, honey. I didn't mean to ignore your help and infantilize you and not let you help me for selfish reasons. It's not because I think you aren't strong enough or mature enough to handle anything I'm going through. I'm just being selfish, and I don't want to admit that I can't be perfect. I wasn't really in the right place to listen earlier, but I am now. And I really do value your input. I'm not offended by you calling me out when I'm not acting right. I just wasn't thinking right. But I agree with you. I lost the plot a little bit. I should be depending on you two when I need your help. You respect me and my intelligence by leaning on me when you need me. I don't know why I was so hell-bent on not letting you help me. Seems kind of silly in hindsight. Yeah. Yeah, we do function better as a pair when we're both willing to be vulnerable. You can tell when I'm not okay, no matter how I try to hide it, so what's the point in not telling you what's going on? It just makes you feel like I'm ignoring you, right? I, I don't know, I still feel like my self-worth depends a lot on providing for the people I care about. And when I can't do that, it makes me feel like shit, but I know that even if I can't elevate you out of the everyday stuff we have to deal with, it doesn't mean I'm not contributing. Yeah, thanks. Sometimes it doesn't feel like I'm trying my hardest because all that effort doesn't seem to get us anywhere, but I'm still doing my best too. You're right. It's not my fault if the world makes things more difficult for us. All I can do is keep trying. That's what you've been doing this whole time. I should have recognized when my mindset wasn't working out for me, and I should have followed your lead instead. Even though you depend on me a lot emotionally, I think you're the stronger one out of the two of us. Well, I think you have some moments of self doubt, but it's like a small little blip, and then you tell me about it, and I do my best to reassure you, and then you're good. But I'd slowly sink further and further into it, and then, like, 4 months later, I just implode out of nowhere. No, I can make the adjustment. I've done plenty of my own work on being emotionally receptive and mature. I just have to actually do what I know I should be doing. I know it'll take more than just me telling you all of this to make you feel better about it. I promise I'll do a better job of cooperating with you. I don't want you to think you have to walk on eggshells around me. Well, duh. Of course you can call me out on it. If I can't keep myself in line, someone else is gonna have to. Thank you for being patient with me. You've always been so good at keeping me grounded. I don't know what I'd do without you. Are we are we okay? I mean, like, really okay? I don't want the whole day to be lost because of this. There's still plenty of premium quality time left. If you're in the mood for it, that is. It's okay if you aren't. Okay, good. I gotta say, you're way too forgiving. If I was you, I'd have made me sweat a little longer, I think. I missed hearing you laugh. I didn't realize how often you laugh at all the stupid little things I say until you were sad and stopped doing it. Well, yeah, we're like the power couple. We only know consistency. I think the last time we even got upset at each other was like so long ago, I can't even remember. That's because my strategy works a lot better when things are going good in general. It's hard to get mad when nothing happens that would make me mad. uh, it was a lot worse when I was a kid, actually. I chilled out a lot as I got older, so that made it easier to keep it together. Oh, I guess we've never really talked about it before, have we? Well, my childhood was pretty easy for the most part, but I wasn't allowed to do much for most of my life until I was 18, so I was frustrated a lot. You know how it is when you're not an adult. You don't you don't like what's going on, but you aren't equipped enough to explain why you don't like what's going on, you know? That frustration from not being able to do what you want for reasons that you disagree with was a constant thing I had to deal with all the time. Yeah, big surprise. I was rebellious as a child. No, I never rebelled just for the sake of it or because I couldn't behave myself. I'm just very strong willed and I like to do new things and push boundaries and test myself. And my parents were very protective, so we constantly clashed about how long my leash should be. You know how I am. I have to keep doing things that challenge me or I'll get depressed. Maybe the stagnancy in my life right now is part of why I started to get anxious and frustrated in the first place. Well, my parents had to let me go eventually, and once I was out on my own, there wasn't really much they could do but trust me that I can take care of myself. And, surprise, surprise, I'm actually pretty decent at it most of the time. You help a lot with that, though. I'd get discouraged way more often without you. Yeah? Does that explain a lot about how I am the way I am? Should I be offended? Okay, fair enough. I mean, I got smarter as I got older, and I went to counseling at school a lot to learn how to deal with my anger in a way that was less destructive, maybe a little healthier or more productive. Exactly. It's kind of the same as people that have a hard time quitting stuff that's bad for them. You're never really cured of it. It's a constant fight to keep yourself from relapsing. So you have to have strategies to keep it at bay. Well, the best strategy is to get yourself out of any situations that create anger. That one works really well, but sometimes when life is just constantly dishing it out to you, it's hard to remove yourself from the things that light the fuse. Another strategy is have people around you that can recognize the signs and help bring you back when you can't do it by yourself. Yes, like you, if you don't mind helping me with that. I figured you wouldn't mind. Thanks. Can I kiss you? I know I don't have to ask. You're so good to me. This is where I always want to be, right next to you. If we ever have a disagreement or a fight, I hope after it's over, I always end up right back here. You're pretty amazing, you know that? You're always so understanding and patient with me. Why is that? Are you just perfect, or do you have some kind of secret? Oh, well, I love you too. Don't you just love when I set you up for a slam dunk line like that? What a team we are. Yeah, I think it's safe to say I'm out of my rut for the most part now. Can't stay stuck in my head for the rest of the night. Ah, yes, I would love to just hit the reset button and enjoy the rest of the night with you. That sounds like a wonderful idea. Well, we can do something if you want. Or we can just sit on the couch and I can make you laugh until we think of something to do. I'm not even telling any jokes yet and you're laughing already, see? Just be careful. If you laugh too much, I might start thinking I'm actually kind of funny, and then it'll just be really annoying to listen to me because I'll never shut up. No, I'm not funny at all. I'm really not. I'm lucky you think I am, though, or else I would have never bagged a total hottie that was way out of my league like you. No, you are. Every relationship has a reacher and a settler, and I'm reaching. I guess it's fine if you're the only one who thinks I'm funny. That's the only opinion that matters to me anyways. That's because we have incredible couch chemistry. Do you remember when we first met? We sat right here on this couch and started talking all night until the sun started to come up. Well, I hope it's not just the couch, because I can't sit here all the time to harness its energy. I have to get up and go somewhere else at some point. No, I'm pretty sure it's because you're very charismatic and alluring, and I couldn't leave you alone since the moment I met you. You're so beautiful when you laugh. That's why I try to make you do it so much. It's a treat for me, too. I never get bored with you. Thanks for being willing to stick through it until the end with me. I feel so lucky for being the one you chose to spend the most time with. What are you thinking about? Oh, I got you thinking about all the things we've done on this couch. Like what? Uh, uh, okay, no. The stain isn't my fault entirely. You're not telling the whole story here. I thought you weren't going to sit down, so I set the cup on the couch for a second to grab my phone, and I told you, hey, don't sit down. And you were like, huh, what? And what did you do? What did you do? I can think of some other things we've done on this couch. Oh, you don't remember? I can refresh your memory. You can just follow my instructions like you did last time. Oh, look at that, my big Crimbus tree. They said I'd never get the 18-foot Crimbus tree up in my living room, and I did it very easily. Now they look stupid. They look very silly and wrong now. Alright, now I have the tree up, so I can do those Crimbus sacrifices I do every year to appease the algorithm gods. Oh, how long have you been standing there? Was it before or after the sacrifices thing? You know what? Don't worry about it. It probably won't affect you anyways. Let's see here. What audio did you just finish? Oh, okay. A little making up with your boyfriend after an argument audio. Okay. Alright. That's a pretty popular audio trope. So, like, okay, can you explain it to me? What the allure is for making up with your partner audios? Like, I don't understand, who is this for? Who is the target audience for this? And why do I see this on the audio space so often? It escapes me. I mean, I know why some people like it, because there are not safe for work audios about the making up part, but they do it in a way that I cannot say on this platform. But basically, they freak it, and like, I'm not trying to give anything away about me specifically, but that part I do understand. I understand that one. Get that one. That one I get. Okay, you're just kind of standing there staring at me like I just... Well, you know what? Don't worry about it. I'm just glad you liked it. But speaking of freaking it, don't tell nobody that Papa Ichi told you about this, but there's a special secret version of this audio on my Patreon if you're bronze tier or higher. Got him with the slick transition once again. You're in an ad now. I shoehorned that in there. Did you see how I did that? I shoehorned it. You didn't even know I was going there with it until I went there. We call that, in the business, we call that an alley. Wait for it. Oop, and we got him. And we got him, ladies and gentlemen. And others. We got him. Yeah. Where's my sponsorship deal? Hey, Raycon, Gamer Sups. Hello, I can do an advertisement like it's nothing, just like that. I had them. You just got advertised to. You couldn't do nothing about it. You've been advertised to. Thank you. Bro, I can sell out so fast. Like, don't even try me. I can sell items. I can sell like 5 items. Watch me do it to them. Go buy an item right now. Go do it right now. Wait, no, I don't have a deal yet. Don't buy nothing. Don't go buying nothing until they pay me. Hey, close that tab. Shut that, turn that off. Turn that TV off. Right now, I'm not done talking. Okay, wait. Actually, I pushed the Patreon. Actually, it says here I am done. That was my last line. Okay, no, that was. Wait, no, that was my last line. You better go before I get stuck in some kind of Inception type meme. If you want to listen to more audios, click on that one right there. Easy, the computer chose the next one for you. Click it right there. You know where. Okay, I'll wait.